Does A&M beat Alabama? And is Odell Beckham Jr. a distraction? This is Play to Win, the fastest 30 minutes in football.
Today's show is being brought to you by SD Services, Landmark Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and the Orlando Law Firm. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Fantasy Football League Master Adam Brown, game analysis with Nikki Williams, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Ed Schechter, medical and injury update with Dr. Andrew Lalage, and your host, Atlanta sports legend Bob Neal. Today's SEC College Report is being brought to you by the Southeast Nissan dealers. Choose Nissan.com.
And welcome to the show. The big game this week, no question about it, Texas A&M and Alabama, guys. And we want to go right to the two head men and get their take. Then we'll discuss.
We technically look at what our team needs to do, and hopefully our players are going to respond to that and build on it, because you can get satisfied with people patting you on the back for what you did last week, and then, you get punched in the nose the next week.
There comes a time where you go into situations and you just play, and that's where we are right now. We've been doing that every week this year.
All right, let's talk about that Alabama defense against A&M. How do you see it?
You came around real quick, though, with that Bama. I feel like I got branded this past weekend.
That's because you're a Tennessee guy. Exactly.
Yeah, I know. But defensively, it starts with Ryan Anderson and Tim Williams. Fantastic. I watch them. They still hitting Joshua Dobbs up in Tennessee. I mean, they were incredible pass rushers. This is going to be hard for Texas A&M. These guys are top college pass rushers. They're going to be top NFL pass rushers.
All right, Bob Whitfield. Can Texas A&M beat Bama?
Well, Bob, it's like superheroes battling it out. They're mirror images of each other. We have Trevor Knight, and we have that Jalen Hurts kid. If he's Superman, Trevor Knight is Bizarro. He's the arch nemesis that got to beat him. It might be a tie, 200-200, and then we all go home and go to sleep.
I know I will.
I know superheroes. Texas A&M ain't won nothing.
Ain't won nothing.
Man, they got the same stats. 1,500 yards at quarterback,
but what
18,
don't they have?
19 touchdowns.
They ain't got no rings.
Let's get this back on track with Nikki.
They ain't got no chance.
Yeah, I think so.
Important thing.
Alabama. Is there fatigue on Alabama except for Alabama people?
This is tough because I'm guilty of this, you're guilty of this, we're all guilty of it. We're ready to see someone pass the torch, but it's hard not to have respect for Saban and Alabama. They're not a flashy team, they're never involved in controversies, and since 2008, Alabama has only played in 3 regular season games that did not have national championship implications, so they don't have it easy.
That's because when they're unbeaten,
right,
they're looking for
pass the torch. There's no election. There's no transfer power.
Oh, you got to make it about politics.
I mean, somebody's going to get kicked, and when he's down, he's going to reach his hand out and slap his hand away and be like, stay down. That's what is going on here.
Spoken like the man he is. He was tough. All right, let's go to, speaking of tough, let's go get Jeffrey's. Who wins?
This number's rising. It's up to 18.5.
Whoa.
A&M is the second best team in the SEC. Got to take the points. Trevor Knight's dangerous. They may be able to hang it with Alabama. You got to do it. Take the 18.5 with A&M.
18.5. That's a lot.
I'll take that.
And rising. Maybe higher by the game time.
Yeah, that's just.
I'm into it. I don't know if I agree with it.
18.5 seems like a whole lot to me, but then what do I know? All right, let's talk a little bit more now about the top games in the SEC, and here they are, the top games, and if you'll check down there, you'll see Arkansas and Auburn, number 17 and number 21. Bob Whitfield, what do you think about that game?
Well, it took 4 overtimes the last time for Arkansas to beat Auburn, and it might take 10 overtimes because we're going to be working all night. So I say like this. Auburn has a little defense that they have to stop Allen with, that quarterback from Arkansas, and I don't think they can do it. Look for Arkansas to run through them.
Okay, that's our SEC report.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by the Georgia Lottery, where every jackpot is a good jackpot.
All right, here they are, the games around the country. I want to go to Chuck Smith right now and ask about that game with Ohio State at Penn State in the Big Ten.
All right, you like tests, right?
Yeah.
Okay, big defensive test for Penn State. Going against J.T. Barrett, the quarterback at Ohio State. They're going to get an F failure right now. I'm predicting an F already because Ohio State right now is bringing the wood. I think they're going to be a better team. Penn State's just hoping not to get smacked around and get embarrassed.
All right, is that what you say? Hoping not to get smacked around, Bob Whitfield?
Kick
Penn
them when they're
State?
down. Kick them when they're down. But Penn State is just trying to battle back. They're trying to get some respect. So let's see if they can get some respect. Let's see if they can do something respectable against Ohio State. I don't think they'll win, but they'll play hard.
All right, we're going to come right back with more on football's Play to Win. Stay with us.
Change has never been more powerful. We're rolling out our capable new lineup during Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event. The all-new Armada and Pathfinder, plus the award-winning Murano and our best-selling Rogue with intuitive all-wheel drive. Take on any terrain. Get to Nissan now for big savings, like 0% financing for up to 72 months on 11 models, or save up to $1,500 on Rogue.
None shall stand against King Aragorn, ruler of the 12 realms!
The throne will not be yours anymore.
And who will take it from me?
It will be taken by fire.
This goat is not a myth. He cooks my meat!
Your hooves will lead your people.
Never.
Your goat is no dragon.
Your dragon is no goat.
Be the king of your castle. Win up to $100,000 300 times a day playing Keno.
Do you suffer from irritability, boredom, and chronic cravings? Mellow Mushroom's craft pizza, beer, and cocktails are clinically proven to improve your mood and leave you with a full belly. Mellow Mushroom is fast-acting, giving you relief when you need it the most. Side effects of Mellow Mushroom may include salivation, euphoria, and an insatiable craving for more Mellow Mushroom. Ask your doctor about Mellow Mushroom. She may want to come with you.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured in an accident, don't drop the ball by letting the insurance company run all over you. I worked as an insurance lawyer for 10 years and I know their tactics and game plan. I'm Roger Orlando of the Orlando firm. Let our 30 years of experience tackle the insurance company for you. Our team will get you every dollar you deserve. So put the ball in our hands and we'll get your case across the goal line. Find us online at atlanta.law or call 678-LAW-FIRM.
Today's NFL Report is being brought to you by Landmark Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Always the best deal, always.
All right, approaching halfway through the NFL season. This is week 7. Out of the games, which one do you like to look at, particularly this week?
I'm excited about watching Minnesota versus Philadelphia, Bob. Let me tell you why. There's been a resurrection in Minnesota. We're talking about Sam Bradford. He's been resurrected. His career is back on track. He's leading right now, arguably the best NFL team. I also like Philly. Young Carson Wentz is getting the job done at quarterback. He looks to be the right choice for the Eagles, but it's going to be a great game.
Who do you like?
I'm keeping it at home, Bob. It's Falcons. Falcons versus Diego. Let's see what they can do. Because we got an offense that needs to score one more point and a defense that needs to give up one less. The Falcons in 2 losses only scored 24, and in 5 out of 6 games, the defense has given up 25. If they can change that 1-1 either direction, the Falcons are successful.
Listen to this guy. He's a stat machine today.
He's the smartest man in the room.
Smartest man in the room.
That's who he is.
That doesn't count you because you're really the smartest one, and you're the female. What do you think, Jeffrey? What's the game to watch?
I'm looking at Oakland and Jacksonville. 2 teams that are trying to become contenders. Oakland's struggling on defense. Jacksonville's won 2 in a row. This could be very interesting.
Okay, now I've got a name. You know, there's always a name. It used to be Deion Sanders or somebody.
Right.
Now it's Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. There's always something to talk about. And my question, and I'm going to ask you this, is he becoming a distraction? And you've had guys like that on a team.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. He is becoming a distraction because I'm going to just tell you, anytime your storyline is bigger than the team and the team wins, there are other guys on your team that are having career years, and you can't be humble enough to just be a part of the team, Odell Beckham Jr. is clearly a distraction to me, and I hope that they figure a way to reel it in, because I'm going to stop calling him Odell Beckham Jr. He's going to be called Junior Odell, because he's acting like a child.
Oh, wow. Okay, Junior. I like that. All right. Now, I want to get a take on Ray Buchanan. What do you think about this? Ray Buchanan, Super Bowl Media Day, January 1999. Take a look at that collar.
Looks like he needs to be taken out for a walk.
Well, when it took out about 6 years of us trying to get there on that one day.
On that
one day, we finally get to the Super Bowl. I love me some Ray Boo.
Yeah.
But on that one day, I remember sitting at that event, and the next day, talking to Jesse Tuggle. All everybody talked about was Ray Buchanan talking with Shannon Sharp.
It's a media circus. It's for a media day.
That might be where he got the collar.
I mean, he's supposed to showcase, just like OBJ.
Showcase ain't wearing no collar.
Hey, he was making a point.
What is a collar doing? What does that have to do with anything?
He was saying we're the underdog and we're gonna fight back.
He was saying the me. It's all about me. Look at me.
Not me, nothing. It's the underdog gonna fight back.
It was not the underdog. It was about the me. What about the rest of us?
What is your take on this whole thing?
Fire extinguisher.
You about Odell Beckham?
Yeah.
Let him have a talk with Lawrence Taylor. Yeah. A little beat down, he'll feel much better after that.
Listen, he's making the plays, though. And Manning had a quote on this the other day. He was like, well, when he's making big plays, it's kind of a little easier to tolerate. I mean, you want the guy to be a little smarter and make better decisions, but he's making big plays.
But
and
he just started making big plays.
I know. Well, no one called him humble.
He's been a distraction from day one.
The love in this room on our show today. We got more coming your way. Stay with us on
Wear a helmet.
Announcing Landmark's Gotta Go Jeep Celebration event. We're jammed with Jeeps and they gotta go. And we price them to make it happen. Only at Landmark Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat, the area's fastest growing Jeep dealership. How? Because we do deals the other guys just won't. 455 Jeeps. 455 Jeep Celebration event deals.
Nobody beats Landmark. Nobody.
Is your air conditioner blowing hot air? We can fix that. Turn to the experts at Carrier and SD Services. We've been installing and repairing air conditioners in Atlanta for 66 years. Need cold air? We can fix that. Save energy and money with a dual fuel system from SD Services.
Look at this steak, just sitting there, taunting you. What's worse, it's not alone. It comes with this, or this too. Are you gonna do something about it? If not, good luck sleeping tonight. You can't fake steak. Longhorn Steakhouse. Tonight's special, great steak pairings. A center-cut sirloin with a choice of bacon-wrapped shrimp, baby back ribs, or Parmesan-crusted chicken. Only at Longhorn Steakhouse.
Change has never been more powerful. It's Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, featuring the all-new Armada and Pathfinder, and the all-new Titan and Titan XD, with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. Take on any job. Get to Nissan now for big savings, like 0% for up to 72 months on 11 models, or save up to $7,000 on the 2016 Titan XD.
Is your air conditioner blowing hot air? We can fix that. Turn to the experts at Carrier and SD Services. We've been installing and repairing air conditioners in Atlanta for 66 years. Need cold air? We can fix that.
Today's Hometown Team Report is brought to you by Mellow Mushroom Pizza Bakers, a higher order of pizza for your tailgating events.
Time for buy or sell. Are the Georgia Bulldogs dealing with a coach that has rookie mistakes? I will buy that. Look, Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs will be fine. You have to realize he's coaching players he did not recruit. He's coaching and calling plays for the first time, and he's calling plays at the most critical junctures of the game for the first time in his college coaching career. Kirby and the Dogs will be fine. He just has to go through growing pains. Buy or sell. Is Bama that good, or is Tennessee just mediocre? I'm going to buy that Bama is just that good. They are one of the best programs in all of college football. Nick Saban's defense is going to maul anybody who has a team on the field against him, and they are going to go to the national title game to play in the college playoff championship. Buy or sell. Did we learn more about the Falcons in a loss to Seattle? No. The Falcons are still the best offensive team in the NFL. They got cheated last Sunday, and hopefully they'll take it out on the Chargers. Take care, my man, Chuck Smith.
I love it.
A little shout out.
Appreciate that, home team.
Okay.
That was excellent.
Since he didn't say
Excellent
my name,
job.
though, that'd be the last time we see you. Because he was really good on that.
I got you back, home team.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What he says will go eventually here. All right, we want to talk about throwback uniforms. How about the days when they wore the black uniforms? This was way back to 1966 on Sunday. They're going to go all the way back. Back in black, as they said. I remember when I first moved to Atlanta, it was the old 66 black uniforms.
You're looking at me like I was there.
Yeah, well,
Nah, I got something good, though.
What's this?
My favorite. Falcons throwback uniform is right here.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
I even got a spray tan for this. They didn't have them in the 70s, but
You said you were going to wear the uniform.
why not?
Can you still wear it?
Look at me wearing it right now.
Yeah, well, you're kind of wearing it. We're going to show some more. We're going to show some more throwback uniforms here for you. First of all, look at who's in that picture.
Yeah, I see Ray Buchanan.
Yeah.
He is not cool.
Dan Reeves.
Like,
and Bob Whitfield doing the dirty.
Dirty
Oh, how about this for a throwback? This was 1978.
Wow.
That is on the left is Charmin Harmon Wages, who did the color with me, and the late Jim Huber, who is our reporter in the middle, and there I am in all my youth.
Y'all look like the Doobie Brothers. Like, now y'all see where the young boys get the hairstyle from. That was called a pump, and I had the hook part going to the left. Stop that.
Oh, look, it's this one here.
He's way paler. Hey, I'm light skinned, but he's way paler than I am.
Look at that. I kind of like all of that.
Y'all wrong for that.
Paneled walls.
I thought that was our best hometown team report yet.
Bring these back, though.
This week's Keys to Success is brought to you by Volvo Cars of Marietta, where you can always expect the best.
It's a very explosive team. You just look, the points that they score. They've been in some close ones, and their record could easily have been flipped. We know how dangerous this team is. Phillip Rivers is terrific, especially at the line of scrimmage. So we got our work cut out for us.
All right, our Keys to Success brought to you by the Volvo Cars of Marietta. And right now I want to go to Bob Whitfield and talk about the keys for the Falcons.
Well, definitely it's going to be a throwback occasion because Falcons have to throw back to an era when they can run the ball and pass the ball. In order to make the Falcons great again, you would have to have a solid performance out of Matt Ryan, and that running attack has to do what they got to do. And what we got to have over here...
That's throwback, Nikki, when they used to cheerleaders only wore one uniform the whole game.
You are so rude.
Yeah, that's throwback.
I didn't cheer before
that was the only uniform they had back in those days.
I bought this at a yard sale.
We were players.
All right, we're going to overcome
the new cheerleaders have 5 or 6 outfits.
Partial uniform. And Chuck, I want to get your keys to the Falcon defense.
Well, number one, the most important key, Bob, is affect the quarterback. And what that means, they have to hit Phillip Rivers. They got to let him know he's there. He's not a runner in the pocket, but the Falcons front, Vic Beasley, they have to get after him. Adrian Claiborne, Dwight Freeney, they got to hit the quarterback and let him know that he's there.
Let's find out who's going to win. Jeffrey.
Falcons can play with anybody. They proved it last week. It was a great game. They were robbed. That was pass interference. But San Diego is 2-4. They should be 6-0. This could be a tough game. Take San Diego with the points.
All right, we come back. We're going to talk fantasy players who've been quiet, but who are going to have big games this week. Stay with us on Football's Play to Win.
You never know when the moment will strike. And when it does, you want to be ready. Mellow Mushroom's craft pizza, beer, and cocktails can help you enjoy a more satisfying eating experience. Mellow Mushroom is safe for daily use. If you find yourself sitting in a Mellow Mushroom for more than 4 hours, you may want to go home and come back another day. Mellow Mushroom is not for everyone. Just kidding, it is. Ask your doctor about Mellow Mushroom. He may want to come with you.
Afoot and lighthearted, I take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me leading wherever I choose. The east and the west are mine. The north and the south are mine. All seems beautiful to me.
Lease the all-new 2017 Volvo S90 for only $499 per month at Volvo Cars of Marietta.
Scalpel.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just a TV doctor.
I never went to college.
Ah!
I don't do blood. But now, thanks to Cigna, I can do more than just look the part.
Is that a foot?
We are the TV Doctors of America.
And we're partnering with Cigna to help save lives.
By getting you to a real doctor for an annual checkup.
So go, know, and take control of your health. Dr. Poses.
Cigna, together all the way.
Today's Fantasy Report is being brought to you by SD Services, serving all of Atlanta since 1949.
All right, it's time for fantasy football, and a guy who lives in fantasy land, Adam Brown. You got some big names to talk about today.
I do. Dallas is on bye this week. Next week, when they come back from bye, you think, who's going to start, Romo or Dak Prescott? Guys, drop Romo. He's done. Dak Prescott's the man. Let's talk about big names with Matt Ryan, okay? #1 fantasy quarterback. San Diego, who we're playing this week, has given up 4 300-yard passing games this season. I love Matt Ryan this week. And third on the list, Spencer Ware. Love him this week. He had a big game last week, 131 yards and a touchdown. But guess what? Jamal Charles was back, and he still had 131 yards. Guys, Spencer Ware is the guy to go to for the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, let's talk about your wide receivers.
So the wide receivers, Allen Robinson, it was a first or second round pick in everybody's league, but he's had a subpar season so far. Look for him to break out in a big way against Oakland this week. I like for him to have 7 catches, 150 yards, and a touchdown this week. And then Julio Jones, my prediction for him, let's go 7 catches, 145 and a touchdown. And then finally, Rob Gronkowski, a tight end. Since Brady has been back, no one has really realized this, but he's had monster games. Brady's had a 400-yard game and a 300-yard game, and Gronkowski's been the beneficiary of this whole entire thing. So Gronkowski's had 12 catches since he's been back. Since Brady's been back, look for him to have 6 catches, 125, and at least a touchdown this week. Okay, guys?
How about your sleeper?
My sleeper's Tavon Austin. I love these 9:30 London games. They're playing, the Rams are playing the Giants in London. I like Tavon Austin to break out in a big way, just like I think Allen Robinson will break out in a big way this week.
Okay, this is him, Adam Brown, Mr. Fantasy. And he's, of course, with us every week. Right now we want to talk about Ippolitos. It's time for You Be the Expert. This season, be sure to visit our website, playingtowin.tv, and take a shot to be #1 by picking this week's college and NFL winners against the spread. We'll be giving away Ippolito's $100 and $50 gift certificates to each week's first and second place winners. So make sure you come back early and often. Prove your football IQ by being the best at predicting college and NFL games. In just a moment, we'll be back with Dr. A and the Player Medical Report on football's Play to Win.
Good luck, everyone.
Today's show is being brought to you by the Georgia Lottery and Longhorn Steakhouse.
Is your air conditioner blowing hot air? We can fix that. Turn to the experts at Carrier and SD Services. We've been installing and repairing air conditioners in Atlanta for 66 years. Need cold air? We can fix that. Save energy and money with a dual fuel system from SD Services.
Announcing Landmark's Gotta Go Jeep Celebration Event. We're jammed with Jeeps and they gotta go. And we price them to make it happen. Only at Landmark Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat, the area's fastest growing Jeep dealership. How? Because we do deals the other guys just won't. 455 Jeeps. 455 Jeep Celebration Event deals.
Nobody beats Landmark. Nobody.
None shall stand against King Aragorn, ruler of the 12 realms!
The throne will not be yours anymore.
And who will take it from me?
It will be taken by fire.
This goat is not a myth. He cooks my meat! Your hooves will lead your people.
Never.
Your goat is no dragon.
Your dragon is no goat.
Be the king of your castle. Win up to $100,000 300 times a day playing Keno.
Change has never been more powerful. We're rolling out our capable new lineup during Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event. The all-new Armada and Pathfinder, plus the award-winning Murano and our best-selling Rogue with intuitive all-wheel drive. Take on any terrain. Get to Nissan now for big savings, like 0% financing for up to 72 months on 11 models, or save up to $2,000 on Rogue.
Is your air conditioner blowing hot air? We can fix that. Turn to the experts at Carrier and SD Services. We've been installing and repairing air conditioners in Atlanta for 66 years. Need cold air? We can fix that.
Today's player injury and medical report is being brought to you by the Orlando Law Firm. Put a former insurance lawyer in your corner.
Time for the Player Medical Report with Dr. A, and you've got some big names today.
Yep, we got important guys that have injuries. Some are playing through them. Some are actually out probably for the rest of the season. So let's get started with Ben Roethlisberger. There's a lot of speculation on him. Grade 3 knee injury, lateral meniscal tear, does not need to be repaired. He just requires a meniscectomy. Spelled out at home, kids. It's a partial removal of the meniscus. So he should be back in 3 to 4 weeks. Now, Carlos Hyde, on the other hand, San Francisco 49ers are taking a precautionary chance with him. His numbers, as you can see, are still pretty good. I expect him to be at peak health by next week, so he should be good to go.
Okay.
Doug Martin, grade 3 hamstring strain, and he's had a setback in practice. He's had a re-tear of that same hamstring, which is very bad for running backs. If you look at his algorithm, he's at 25% high and 47% poor, and he's probably done for the season.
Wow.
Yeah, and let's talk about Dwayne Allen.
Dwayne Allen.
All right, so Dwayne Allen has a elevated and high injury risk and a below average health performance factor. We expect him to come back after about 5 weeks. If he comes back sooner, expect him not to start and do not include him on your fantasy roster.
Man, it's that time of the year.
I know, injuries galore, right?
Yeah, all over the place. And there's a lot of differences. They always say some players are hurt and some are injured. The injured ones are the one you're looking for.
Absolutely.
And that is the Player Medical Report with Dr. Ray. We'll be back with more on football's Play to Win right after this.
In football, as in the legal system, it helps to know your opponent. I'm Roger Orlando, and I used to work for the insurance companies. I've seen their playbook, and I know their game plan. If you've been hurt in an auto accident, call me at 678 Law Firm.
Change has never been more powerful. It's Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, featuring the all-new Armada and Pathfinder, and the all-new Titan and Titan XD, with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. Take on any job. Get to Nissan now for big savings, like 0% financing for up to 72 months on 11 models, or save up to $8,000 on Titan XD.
Do you suffer from irritability, boredom, and chronic cravings? Mellow Mushroom's craft pizza, beer, and cocktails are clinically proven to improve your mood and leave you with a full belly. Mellow Mushroom is fast-acting, giving you relief when you need it the most. Side effects of Mellow Mushroom may include salivation, euphoria, and an insatiable craving for more Mellow Mushroom. Ask your doctor about Mellow Mushroom. She may want to come with you.
If you've been seriously injured in an accident, don't get blindsided by the insurance company. I'm Roger Orlando, and I built a winning team to run interference against the insurance companies and get your case across the goal line. Call me at 678 Law Firm.
Today's lightning round is brought to you by Longhorn Steakhouse, now featuring great American steak dinner. Longhorn Steakhouse, you can't fake steak.
All right, Jeffrey's picks. Let's start with the colleges.
Northwestern's a very efficient team. They should score a lot of points against Indiana. Give them 1.5. Syracuse is getting better. Boston College is just a disaster. Take the points with Syracuse. And one thing about Navy, they're a great home dog. Take the 2 against Memphis.
All right, how about the pros?
Washington's getting better. The offense is moving. The defense is good. I like them over Detroit. Buffalo should beat Miami. I don't think Miami's going to score much against Buffalo. And Minnesota's the best team in football. This may be a trap, but I'm not so impressed with Philly. Give the 2.5.
All right, we have 30 seconds left, so we get quick final thoughts, Bob Whitfield.
Well, it's Penn State versus Ohio State. It's the running back, Saquon Barkley.
Hit the Quan!
We're going to be hitting the Quan with him because he's had 200 yards, and he needs 200 yards to beat Ohio State.
Was that your final thought?
Hit the Quan.
Hit the Quan. How about yourself?
Man, my final thought is my wife, Monique, finally got her first year playing fantasy football, and she is wearing me out. I love you, babe. But her team is, man, having some injury problems right now.
You better hope she
love you.
You better hope she doesn't start losing because it tends to be tough at home. Well, that's it for this week's Play to Win. We'll check on his situation next week. We'll see you on football's Play to Win.
Today's show has been brought to you by Volvo Cars of Marietta, Mellow Mushroom Pizza Bakers, and the Southeast Nissan Dealers.